it's time for maggiore. Now, you know, he's telling you that that the left hand needs to dominate, and you're not doing that. You do it in the second half, but you didn't do it in the first half.
You think even more of that?
Well, he says piano espressivo in the left hand and pianissimo in the right hand. So I think he's telling you very clearly that, you know, you have. It's a very, very different color if you do that. And I think having the right hand float above the left hand is much more exceptional. It's probably a little bit too obvious again. You know, I have this principle which I call the cognac in the sauce principle. And that principle says if you can tell that there's cognac in the sauce, there's too much cognac in the sauce.
Okay.
You see?
I get it, yeah.
Gewusst wie, you know, the thing is just for the audience should think, gosh, there's something about the sonority there. What is he doing? You know, God, this sauce is so good. You think it might be cognac? That's what it is. You know, the balance between the hands. Because if I hear you, da da da, you know, okay, a child of 6 could figure that one out.
Yes, of course.
So that's not what you want to do. You want to have a sound which is warm but subtle, and then the right hand just floats above it. Good. And again, a little bit more flexible in the declamation, a little bit of rubato, a little bit of hesitancy here and there, a little bit of flow there, just so that you enjoy the fact that it's worth repeating the first 2 bars in the 3rd and 4th bar because it tastes so delicious. You know, it's just something you want to go back and do. You smell the flower and then you come back and you have to smell it again because it was so exquisite. Yes. You know. Yeah. So it becomes a matter of will that 3 and 4 are the repetition of 1 and 2. Right, and then you have to decide whether when you play si, do, re at the end of 2 and of 4, is that rounding off what happened before, or is it leading us into where we're going to go?
I mean...
and maybe you want to change it from one time to the next.
Let me try. Yes.
See, because the other thing which is a little bit fancy about what Brahms is doing here is that the upper voice in both of the hands at the end of the 2nd bar goes into the lower voice of bar 3 in both hands. So in effect, you're not it's not really as if you have the same voice which says the same thing twice, but you have 2 voices, right? Which goes on that way, and then another voice piggybacks on top of it and starts again.
Yes.
So to get that 3-dimensionality is not so simple.
That's really very true. I still don't know how to. Well, you know.
So but now you know what you have to do.
Yes, I understood it.
Yeah.
I understood, and I guess this is a general pianissimo, so I would rather look for something like. So like the sound which is not existent, but I don't know, like a toy box.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And you know, it's going to depend on then if you want to have the 3rd bar feel like something coming from a different direction from the 1st, then probably you'll make a diminuendo in the last 3/16 notes the C, do sharp, re, to lead it downwards into the lower voice so that you have more room for the top voice. Whereas if you were to make more of a crescendo, then you would end up skipping up a fifth, which isn't really maybe what you want to do.
Yes.
Da, 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 dee. You know, I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Oof.
So, in essence, the whole reason that he writes this out twice, it means that you played the same thing 4 times in a row, is that the first time the left hand is leading and the right is floating, and the second time he's asking you to use the soft pedal.
Yes.
So, I mean, that I think you can work on. Then, of course, you're back to tre corde, and this is the same as that as before.
For me, this is more straightforward, to be honest. This was always like the part which I.
Well, this is easier because the color changes are there, whereas here everything is completely diatonic in D major. Hello. So, in fact, I thought you could have given me more color there. That
this one.
to lead us there. Right, because you're the only one, I mean, the people who are hearing this piece for the first time can't guess that you're going to make these exquisite little chromatic inflections. But you know that, and therefore you're going to color them in such a way that the audience, when they hear you say, will go,
Yes. Unexpected, must be.
okay.